Hello, Moira here. This tutorial in the Daisy Sampler series is looking at Section 5, Motif 1. As the rounds are getting larger, Section 5 has only got 2 motifs. Looking at our bright version, Motif 1 has 2 colours as usual, and Motif 2 has only 1 colour this time. Our muted version is back to using the second colour as a thread colour, and the thread colour is the colour we used in Section 2. And our tapestry version is using the same 2 colours that were used in Section 3, Motifs 1 and 3. And as always, we're going to be using the muted version for our tutorial. I always like it when I start a new motif because I know we've done that first round. So we've done round 64 here, we can tick it off. Round 65 as the second round in our motif is a round of double crochet into the back loop only. Insert your hook the 9th stitch in from the corner, join your new yarn with a chain stitch, and then in the next stitch work a double crochet back loop only. Continue working your double crochet back loop only all the way round, and when you get to the corners always make sure you include those 2 chain stitches. Okay, we've now finished round 65, so we're going to tick that off and we're going to have a look at round 66. Join your new yarn with a chain stitch, and the next stitch is a drop treble. After working this first drop treble, we then have another 3 double crochets, and then there's another drop treble, and once you've worked this drop treble, there's 4 double crochets. Then there's one more drop treble and we reach the black line. Once we reach the black line, we want to go back to the first black line, the beginning of a repeat. And in this motif, a repeat is 14 stitches. So going back to the first black line, the beginning of our repeat, we've got 4 double crochets now to work. After working those 4 double crochets, there's the last one, there's 1 drop treble, and then it's 3 double crochets, 2, 3, another drop treble, then it's 4 more double crochets, and at the end we've got 1 more drop treble to finish with. So our 14 stitch repeat pattern is 4 double crochets, 1 drop treble, 3 double crochets, 1 drop treble, 4 double crochets, 1 drop treble. Keep repeating this pattern until you get to the black line at the corner. So I have 1 more drop treble to do on the side before that black line for the corner. After the black line, there are 5 double crochets to work before the corner 2 chains. I'm going to work that final drop treble and then those 5 double crochets before we get our 2 chains worked to take us around the corner. There we go, that's the last 2 chains, and now I'm around the corner. Looking at the chart, I can see that I've got 5 double crochets to work before a drop treble. And after that drop treble, we can see there's the black line, which is telling me I'm at the end of my corner section. Now we're back at our 14 stitch repeat, so we're going to repeat those 14 stitches around each side, paying particular attention to our chart when we get to the black lines at the corner. Round 66 is now complete. We can tick it off and turn our attention to round 67. On round 67, insert your hook into the 11th stitch from the corner, join your new yarn with a chain stitch, and then we're going to be working 1 double crochet and 1 drop treble stitch. After having worked this drop treble stitch, there's 1 more double crochet, and then it's another drop treble stitch. After the drop treble stitch, there's 4 double crochets to work, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. We then have another drop treble stitch and 1 more double crochet before the black line tells us we need to go back to the beginning of our repeat pattern. A repeat pattern has a drop treble to start with and then 4 double crochets. After those 4 double crochets, we've got another drop treble stitch. It's then 1 more double crochet, 1 more drop treble, and 4 more double crochets, a drop treble, and then finally, to end this repeat pattern, we have 1 double crochet. Continue repeating these 14 stitches until you get to the black line at the corner. I've now reached the black line at the corner, so there's 1 drop treble, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets that we need to work before those 2 corner chains. So let's work those in double quick time. Looking at our chart, now we're round the corner, there are 5 more double crochets to work, and then there's a drop treble and another double crochet. We've now completed our corner section for round 67. We're going to repeat those 14 stitches all the way around each side and pay close attention to the chart when you reach the corners. Round 67 is now complete, so we can tick off round 67 and let's have a look at round 68. Round 68 is our double crochet only round, so you can actually start at any stitch. However, if you want to start at the red line, it's stitch 13. Having joined your new yarn with a chain stitch as normal, you're going to work double crochets, back loop only all the way around, just making sure you add those 2 chain stitches at the corner. Round 68 is now complete. We can tick it off and look at round 69. Round 69 has actually got our V, our drop double treble going on, but there's actually very few of them, so it's mainly going to be a round of double crochets. Round 69 starts at stitch 15 in from the corner, or you can count from that drop treble on round 67, 3 across. Join your new yarn with a chain stitch, and then we're going to be working 6 double crochet stitches before that first drop double treble. And remember, the drop double treble is working a double treble stitch into the row 3 rows down, so twice around your hook and then working the double treble stitch. After this, there are 3 double crochet stitches, and then we get to the black line, which tells us we're at the end of the pattern repeat. So we now go back to the beginning of our pattern repeat, and we can see there's 2 double crochet stitches to work. And after those 2 double crochet stitches, we've got our drop double treble. I'm just making sure that I'm going to line this drop double treble up properly. So I'm looking where my last drop treble was, and I can see that it's 2 stitches over to the left of where I should be inserting my hook. It's always a good idea to actually use the stitches from the previous rounds to help lining up the stitches you're working now. After we've worked this drop double treble, we've got 7 double crochet stitches to work before the next drop double treble. Once this drop double treble is complete, there are 3 more double crochets to work, and that's our pattern repeat complete. We're going to keep repeating those 14 stitches until we get to the black line at the corner. Now I've reached the black line at the corner, I can see I've got 2 double crochets to work. There's my second one, and I've got 1 drop double treble, which is the last drop double treble on this side. Once I've completed this drop double treble, I'm just going to check that it is 2 stitches to the left of the drop treble in round 67, and it's checked out nicely, so I'm happy. I've got 5 double crochets to work before I get to those 2 corner chains. Once I've worked the 2 corner chains, I can turn my chart to face the direction I'm crocheting in. Now I've turned the corner, I've got 5 double crochets to work, 3, 4, 5, and then I've got a drop double treble. Again, I'm checking that it's lined up with the drop treble from round 67. We then have 3 double crochets to work, and we're at the end of the corner section. We're now back at the stitch repeat pattern, so we need to continue repeating these stitches along each side, paying particular attention to the chart when we get to the corner sections. Now we've completed round 69, we can tick it off. We are starting round 70 at stitch 17, or the stitch to the left of the drop double treble in round 69. As usual, we join our new colour with a chain stitch, and then we're working 1 double crochet before a drop treble. All the drop trebles in this round should line up with the drop trebles in round 67, as the pattern repeat for this round is exactly the same as the pattern repeat for round 67. Our pattern repeat for round 70 is 1 drop treble, 4 double crochets, 1 drop treble, 1 double crochet, 1 drop treble, 4 double crochets, 1 drop treble, and 1 double crochet. We can see here we've got 1 drop treble, 4 double crochets, another drop treble, double crochet, drop treble, 4 double crochets, and a drop treble, and they've all lined up with round 67. Keep repeating these 14 stitches until you get to the black line at the corner. I've reached the black line at the corner, so I can see that I've now got 1 drop treble to work, and this drop treble should line up with the drop treble from round 67. After this, there are 5 double crochets that I need to work. After I've worked those 5 double crochets, I then have another drop treble to work. So 1 drop treble, and then there are another 2 double crochets to work before the corner. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Now we need to do 2 chains, and then we can turn our work to get round the corner. Now I'm round the corner, I've got 2 double crochets to work. 1, 2, and then the next drop treble should be lining up with the double crochets that you worked in round 67. After that drop treble, there are 5 double crochets. Then we've got another drop treble and 1 more double crochet, and that takes us to the end of our corner section. We're now ready to work our 14 stitch repeat all the way round, all the sides, and when we get to the corner section, pay close attention at the corner. Round 70 is now complete and can be ticked off. Now let's look at round 71, which is the last round in motif 1. On round 71 we're starting at stitch 18, which is 1 stitch to the left of that drop double treble on round 69. Join your new yarn with a chain stitch. Immediately after the chain we have a drop treble. Then we have 3 double crochets, another drop treble, 4 double crochets, and then another drop treble, and we're at the black line saying we're at the end of our pattern repeat, so we need to go back to the beginning of our pattern. The beginning is 4 double crochets, then a drop treble, 3 double crochets, 1 drop treble, 4 double crochets, and then The drop treble tells us we're at the end of our pattern repeat. The pattern repeat on this round is exactly the same as the pattern repeat on round 66. And because of this, the drop trebles in this round should be lined up with the drop trebles in round 66. Keep repeating these 14 stitches until you get to the black line at the corner. I'm now at the black line at the corner, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets to work. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can now see that I've got 2 drop trebles. The first drop treble and then the second drop treble. And after these, I've got another 4 double crochets to work before I get to the corner chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I can work the 2 chains to get round the corner. And now I'm round the corner. I've got 4 double crochets to work. 3, 4. Another 2 drop trebles. Number 1, number 2, and then another 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a drop treble takes us to the end of our corner section. So keep repeating these 14 stitches around each side, and when you get to the corner, pay close attention to the corner section. Round 71 is complete, so can be ticked off, and it also means we've completed motif 1 of section 5. And the next motif in section 5 is the repeat pattern. So thank you for watching this latest tutorial in the Daisy Sampler series. Please do subscribe to Daisyknots channel if you found this useful. Thank you.